think whatever's going on with their belly, I don't know. Let me just adjust my stuff here. How, you can't even see it. It's up and I got a headband on. You. Thank you. Here, drink this. Drink that. Drink it. Is this my other lip balm? What? I just went outside. I'm glad we don't have fake air conditioning because that's when people get sick. Because when it gets hot outside, then you go inside and it's all cold, that artificial air. I never liked air conditioning. I have it for you. Actually, it's pretty okay. We used it a little while when we went to Santa Fe yesterday. I had to crank her up a little bit. I was getting a little hot. It was so weird. It was like getting to the place where the lady did the hearing test. I had to go through
The hearing test?
yeah, Santa Fe and a ways, but then I just said, put in my map, Ranchos de Taos, and then it like took me on a couple back roads, and then I was on an interstate, and before I knew it, I was in Espanola. It was really trippy. Espanola. It was trippy. It was kind of a surreal thing. It doesn't happen very often. Every now and again, I can't tell which direction I'm in, north, south, east, or west. That happened yesterday, so it was weird. It's alright, we made it home safe, and it's hot, but it's not as hot where I live as the rest of the world, or lots of other places in the United States, so I can deal with the hot. I don't do triple digits no more. Anything over 100, it's all hell to me. And I'm fortunate that I live in a place that the weather is magnificent. Where do you live? I was looking at other places, like, because I'm always thinking about where we want our forever home, and Taos always wins out because of the weather. It's the best weather of any place I've ever lived on planet Earth. It's going through a huge transition now because the generations that have been here forever, they're leaving. Because you can only go to Angel Fire so many times, and you can only ski down the same mountain so many times. And people that were born and raised want to see the rest of what the world has to offer. So many generations are leaving, and now it's being overrun by outsiders. You know? And I'm not from no place. I was never welcome into any clan. Mom was adopted from Cuesta and put in an orphanage, so she was obviously not welcome into the family. And so, and then my father's side, they're all Freemasons, see? Freemasons. They're all the creepy colonists that are ruining America now. The Bro Club. Come on, man. Just go along, just to get along. Don't cause problems. I can't. This is. I have my brother's one. He still hangs out with his fraternity brothers. The guy makes $250,000 a year as a lawyer for the state of California, and he told me when I asked him for help to find a place to live, "Mom's your problem." That's what he said to me, and so we've been trying to find a forever home ever since. So we end up in Taos, New Mexico, only to find out after the fact that Mom was born here. It's a trip, man. Life is trippy. My day's going good. I'm good. I have a project on my Suburban I'm doing. I'm gonna put bike grip tape on the side steps. It's orange and black, and it matches my brush guard. So I never got to have a car where I got to doctor it up and make it nice how I wanted. So I'm finally at a place in my life I can. As long as I do stuff for other people, that is the clincher. I can't just do stuff for me to stroke my own ego. I'm getting it set up. I put a car refrigerator. I'm gonna put a car refrigerator and plug it into a jackery. And me and Mom are gonna drive around and we're gonna feed people good food that need it, that are just on the street. Because I'm always passing people on the street. I keep by, gotta go by. See you. Thanks for popping in. I see people all the time. We give them bottles of water. Because we are 7,000 feet in the sky. It's like we're closer to the sun, 7,000 feet closer to the sun, however close the sun is, than the people in LA. I'm turning brown. People are starting to be nice to me because I'm not white no more. See, because I'm half white, I'm half brown. But people, my pigment escalates. I'm a full spectrum being. And when I stay in, like I do with Mom and the dogs, but I've been getting Mom out, so I'm turning brown. Yeah. So people have been pretty warm and receptive to me lately, and I just take it as a win. Even if they're faking it, I can't tell. I don't know. I'm autistic. I am programmed by TV my whole entire life. I've been programmed by TV, and the stuff that I programmed with was like there's that homie brought it up, the Gallant and Gallant in Highlights magazine, or Goofus and Gallant. Gallant and Goofus and Gallant. Now I'm all confused. Anyway, it's like there's the asinine way to do things, and there's the regal way, like the prestige, like the honorable way, like the right way. And there's an imbalance on planet Earth right now. People just go around, do whatever they want. They just don't resist. They can't resist themselves. They can't help themselves. A tragedy recently happened with a young man. I can't believe that dude never came across my FYP. I do have one of his songs in my playlist, the Life Goes On song. I'm sad because I've been busy since 2016. That's when he's been like traveling the world, and I've been trying to keep us from not being homeless on my priority, he's just another one of those kids that give other people permission to be who they are. And that's a good thing. And that there's no box that people should be in, and people shouldn't put so much emphasis on finding prestige in like the nation in which they live, They should be more concerned about the person that they are in their own neighborhood. Yeah. There's a lot of kids that are like when I was growing up, I drank some beer, I'd smoke some weed, we'd hang out at the lake, stuff like that. We were not gathering to do destructive things. That was never a good time. And I largely, if you ever, who Plato is? He was a philosopher. He talked about the allegory of the cave, how people are kept small, scared because of things that they think are large that don't exist, basically. Well, I have a modern day version of that called Algorithm of the Cave. And whenever I'm scared in my life, I go out and I help other people. And I've been scared a lot. I'm scared all the time, every day. Is this the day? Is this the day? Like Chicken Little, the sky is falling. Because I've had so much trauma happen to me, I always feel that impending doom. And so I always have to tell myself that I am okay right here in the space in which I am. I had to do it today. It's a trip. Some of us, our brains are like a deck of cards. And we just shuffle through thoughts and possibilities. And it gets harder when you don't have no earth in your chart. Like I don't. So what did I just have this chat with okay. It said, "Hey, I'm Marge. I'm a Cancer rising with an Aries sun in the 10th," which basically means I was built to lead from my heart. But I've spent most of my life learning how to do it from behind the scenes. I have Mars and Saturn and Gemini in my 12th house. So my whole journey has been about turning overthinking, private research, and that inner critic into something useful. If you've ever felt like your best idea is what happened when nobody's watching, you're my people. Today I'm just opening the workshop, no big teaching, just a live conversation about how we take the hidden middle work and make it practical, compassionate, and real. Come hang out, ask something, or just listen. That's funny. Everything has its place. The thing of it is, when people make places for the things that has a place so big that it squeezes out the people that are already there, too much of anything is nothing good. Too much of anything is nothing good. Too much medicine is poison. Too much, too much, too much. Too much egocentricities makes the White House ghetto, man. I don't care about like history and stuff like that. I care about history not repeating, but since it does and I have no power or control over it, I just kind of watch and give people water in my own community because that's the stuff that I have control over. I saw some people I haven't seen in a while today. They don't look real good. They weren't looking real good. Yeah, it's a lot of people got demons. You know, they're doing those things that want to make themselves feel better, and they just weigh themselves down. All right, I got to do it. I'll be right back, Mom. Okay, here, I keep talking about it, but I gotta give a visual because I'm gonna put it on in the morning, I think, and I don't. Okay, so this is what I'm doing to my car, my bourbon. This is bicycle grip tape. That's what this is. It's kind of foamy. It's grippy, right? So, I got this, I got this, and then I'm going to use it on this. On my side steps on my Suburban. I'm so excited. Because I got a brush guard that's this color. That orange, I'm tricking it out. But you won't see me at no car show. I don't like car shows. I think there's all the better things to do in the world than a car show. I'd rather go pick up trash in the dead heat of the day than go. I drove past a car show today and I'm just like, what a collection of unuseful ways to spend a day. People just literally sit around and they just talk about the glory days, and that's car show. Hey, you want to check out my car? You want to hear all about me? Hey, that's really cool. This is what you were doing while your kids were off running the streets. You know, getting knocked up at 13 and stuff like that. Okay. Moving on. Mom got a new hat today. So I'm excited about my project. I'm going to use 2-part epoxy. I found my 2-part epoxy, and I'm going to use this, and I'm going to put it on my... Oh, I took pictures of it. I did take before pictures of it. So I'm going to put them on that. See? So this on the trim of those. I'm excited. I'm so corny. Because all those years I lived in Nebraska. I talked to Mr. Iskey today, and he was telling me about his hound dogs. They're 4 years old. One of them got hurt. Like, for the first time, he had to take it to the vet. It's like, yeah, it cost me like $638. I said, dude, the last 3 years my dogs were alive, I was spending thousands of dollars on their vet care. And they, like, I don't want to get into it. I won't get pets anymore. I mean, I'll get cats. I think I would go to a different vet. I don't know. I got a bad feeling. Ugh. But it's, anyway. So, what did we do today? I tried to relax after driving to Santa Fe and back yesterday. 140 miles round trip. Yeah, it wasn't so bad though. It was very pleasant actually. The land, everywhere I lived, the land I love. Oh yeah, I was telling you about Mr. Iskey's dog who got hurt. She hurt her leg, I think Molly. And so she's been on like light rest. She hasn't been able to run around the property. He's got like 80 acres outside of Offutt Air Force Base and he's been doing beans the last few years, and now he's doing corn, and he's never done corn since he's had the dogs. So the dogs get to experience running through the cornfields, and you lose them because it's a bumper crop. Nebraska it's so much rain. There's weather every day. Like, they're gonna tell us there's no water. They always tell us in New Mexico. I've seen 2 articles since I've lived here in 5 years that says no, New Mexico's not in a drought. You know, like, and then like all of the things that there's just always counter information. There's just it's this way or that way, and we'll convince people to pick a team. I pretty much worry. I get my water at the grocery store, and that thing is active. A lot of people get their drinking water. It's ionized. I get ionized water. It's extra good for you. Like, we're going back to the old ways. I'm not worried about it. I'm not tripping. What is going to be kind of trippy is to see how the world's going to change, how the United States is going to be altered. Which picture is it going to go with? Is it going to go with the picture of, like all the waterways? I told a lady that's lived here her whole life, she's 56, she's older than me, and she's very gifted in a lot of ways. She's very thorough, and like, I would hire her, like, like to do things for me, right? She's got a great, and she's a single mom too, and she has grandkids to take care of, and it's like the generations go on. And so I was telling her, I said, I've looked out back here before, and I've seen like ocean with my third eye, because the world has the potential. I said, I know that this has been underwater before. Every place has been underwater. Earth is an etch-a-sketch, as I understand it, and every time humanity loses itself, Creator just flips the switch and wipes the slate clean and says, try to make heaven on earth this time. See if you can do it. And the ego has won civilization after civilization after civilization because they get the biggest guns. They got the biggest budgets. They got the biggest means to manipulate people. And then people have free will and want to go along to get along, and then, God, Satan's winning every time you open up a headline. Oh, Satan's winning. Somebody just chose to do something wicked. They just chose wickedness in their heart. They just chose the wicked way. Something wicked this way comes. And it's coming from any which way but loose. Those are two movies I just kind of mushed together. Mom got a new hat. Want to see Mom's new hat?
Oh, yeah.
Here, where's your new hat, Mom? What did I do with it? Here's your new hat.
Oh.
Sit up a little bit. There. Want to see what you look like with your new hat? Look. Mom. Look. Can you see yourself? Do you see yourself? You like your new hat? Do you like your hat? It's salmon. Salmon color. Yep. That's you. Yeah? You happy today? Yep. You content? Yep. I'm glad. That's my only job in life. People are like, what do you do? I'm like, I make my mom smile. Fucking, what do you do? Ooh, dividends. Up in Cuesta, they're trying to freaking put in a hydrogen. It's not a data plant. It's a hydrogen plant. But they would use just as much water to benefit the top echelon. I follow a page about it. And it's like, I really want to sit in on these meetings, but they have them at the shittiest times, and they're freaking like 30 miles north of here. You know? So, what are you going to do? But I'm going to go up to the Guadalupe church up there and see if I can't find any records of Mom's birth baptismal, if she even got one, or they just sent her right to the orphanage. You know? I wonder how many other, or if Mom was the only lucky one, because she had janky toes, she had club feet, and they didn't have the medical care and the means to correct them, so they just gave her up. And the thing of it is like, how come we can't create a society where that exists in any part of the world that you live in, where you could like go in and get healthy? You know, like, you learn how to get healthy in school. I was taught how to get healthy. I was taught how to exercise. I was taught how to jump rope. I was taught how to do all these things. And then I used my free will to continue to do those things, while most people use their free will to sit on their ass, play video games, and do nothing useful for, I'm talking, decades. Decades. Video games, 3 generations, grandpa, son, and grandson all just kicking back with their joysticks, and their TV sits up with their recliners, and it's like, that ain't gonna change the brakes on a car. That ain't gonna, you know, unplug a toilet. Like, that ain't gonna repair a windshield. That ain't gonna build a house. That ain't gonna do nothing useful. But these new generations, they like to work, I guess. They're getting back to playing outside. I saw a TikTok the other day. A dude was out there, a homie was out there, showing the young people how to play red light, green light. Red light, green light. Red light, stop. Yeah. We were big on cartoon tag. You play tag, and then you have to do whatever because of technology that's supposed to bring people together, like, I think it made a lot of people less creative. I've always been, they said I was autistic in 1987. I thought they meant artistic, and I've been painting. I love to paint, but I can't just paint, because I go into a zone, into the no play space, and then if I can't sit there and do it as long as I want, and if I get interrupted, that's not good for me. So I just abstain. I don't do it until I get to a place that I can do things that I want to do. When I paint, Mom and I, back before we left Omaha, on on Sunday afternoon and get kind of quiet, lonely after my girlfriend moved out. She dumped me and went on. And Mom, I'd set up the paint station, and Mom and I would sit there and paint together and stuff like that. I was talking to my buddy today, though, and I said, you know, Mom and I lived in that big old house, and I said, we've never been closer than we are right now. Like, she wakes up and I get hugs in the morning. Like, her heart is so full of gratitude that she shows me how grateful I should be. Because she's that grateful. Just because she's happy, just because she's content, just because she wants to be alive. Which makes me, I don't know. Life has always been hard for me. It has. Life has never been easy for me. I know I make things look easy, and that's why people give me such a hard time. Because I get screwed with all the time. All the time. It's Chiron and Aries, and what people don't get is that any kid that's been born, you know, up until last whenever it, because Chiron's going into Taurus now, but it's been in Aries since like 2018. All the kids that have been born now, they're gonna have the same bullshit that I've had to deal with. I was born in 74. That I was born with Chiron and Aries, and they didn't even discover Chiron until 1977. And I got the wound. I got I'm an orphan with parents. Everybody that I ever like considered my family, mom, dad, and brother, all said to me at one point, just because we're related doesn't mean I have to love you. So that pretty much, you got Virgo and Chiron. I would have to Virgo. Okay, so so the wound, my interpretation, I don't do astrology like everybody else. Mom had my first chart done when I was born. So Virgo and Chiron, that would be to me like, because we all have like 3 deacons in us. Like we have our shadow side, our light side, and our balanced version, and then we kind of teeter within our personality on where we're gonna stay. Like the egocentric are gonna be more shadow, you know. This whatever. It's everybody's story is different. So to be Virgo, it's like the wound, because Chiron's the same. Like the character, Chiron. I picture Chiron, the centaur. Like Pan, kinda. Aren't Sagittarius centaur, because Mom's Sagittarius. Me and Mom are both born near the tiger, but she's metal and I'm wood. So Virgos, to me, I was born to a Virgo sandwich. So I have an older brother that's a Virgo, first deacon, August 24th. I also had a dog with the same birthday, and their personalities were very, very similar. They both had knee surgery. Like, it was weird. So I got to learn how to love my brother through my dog, essentially. And then I had a sister, Jessica, 6, forever 39, and they're both very imbalanced Virgo. Like, my interpretation of the sum of all parts of everything that I've ever collected about Virgo is, okay, they're born to the Virgin. Okay, so usually virgins are single moms, right? Just like little baby Jesus. That is why 9/11 did not happen, or Christmas is not baby Jesus' birthday. September. Anyway. Oh shit. Please don't short anything out. Please don't short anything out. I'm gonna put this cup over here until I'm done talking. Okay, so born to the Virgin, and everybody has the free will to live in their shadow or spirit, and the more balanced will make efforts to live in both. My brother lives in his shadow. My sister lived from their shadow. And I'm an Aries. Cancer rising. Scorpio moon. And Vedic Pisces sun. And then I'm still Scorpio moon. And Gemini rising. Sometimes I can't stand myself. That's all right. I make really good candy. I need to make a batch. Maybe I'll make butter tonight, and then I'll make a batch of caramel tomorrow. It's how I give back to the community. I love when people go, "It's all right." I'm like, "Oh, okay." It's all right. It's like, I don't know. I'm somebody that people look at and be like, "Dude, I ain't gonna give this bitch any credit, even if it's due to her." No. I used to, like, when I was in high school, I was a 15-year-old kid, made chocolate eclairs for my brother to take to a wedding. People loved them. He's like, "Yeah, I made them myself." That's the kind of imbalanced Virgo. Where are you going? You doing laps? Mom gets ants in her pants. That's why I like to take her out. Mom, let me take your hat. Mom's hat. I'm a pretty little flower. I look like one too. I got pictures of bees recently. I forgot all about those. I was playing with my meta glasses, and I got pictures of bees. I love bees. I did not know. This is something I did not know about the bee. And that is that the older you get, or wait a second, hold on, I'm not thinking. Or no, okay, here's one of the bees I got. What I meant to say is that bees, the older you get, I love that I can still learn every day. So these are with the meta glasses. Just try to smell stuff. Anyway, that if a bee stings you, that you can, if you let it, if you don't bother it, it can screw the stinger back into itself and not die and not lose its guts. And I was just like, well, I'm going to try to avoid not getting stung. But I used to do stupid shit when I was a kid. I'd like, yeah. I'm a lot more respectful. I have a lot more reverence for life now. Because I grew up. I did. I grew up. I matured. I just live jovially. It's not my fault that other people don't take me very, very serious. I'm a very serious person. You know, the whole world, I always understood that you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover. And based on that logic, that's why I don't know. I act the way I act to see if people are going to treat me decent because I'm a good person, or because they have some sort of bias, and usually they have some sort of bias. But I had a nice conversation with the lady at Ace Hardware today, because I got this. Did I lose it? They have the gauntlet at Ace Hardware where they have all the candy and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not going to buy anything. And then the woman, one of the ladies that worked there, came by and started restocking this. And I said, I wasn't going to buy anything. And then you're bringing this. And so now I'm going to buy that. And so I picked up a thing. I said, and by the way, I'm going to be opening it up and eating the whole thing all at the same time. Because that's how we did it in the 80s. Yep. I remember this stuff. Pine Grove, California. There's a old guy named Ed that worked at the gas station. That guy must have worked there. I can't even remember. But he was like, had bad feet. Like mom had bad feet. Like he walked pigeon-toed, but he was full service. And he wasn't a very large man in stature, but like everybody in the community knew who Ed was at Chevron. And sometimes if you were short, he'd let you slide, stuff like that. And I'd always get weird kid like worry about people that aren't there when I was a kid, and I'd be like, we gotta make him a plate at Thanksgiving or whenever we gotta make Ed a plate because he's at the gas station. He's not doing this. He's not getting it. So we gotta make sure he's included. We've been trying to get people to look out for other people for a real long time. And I don't get the whole Boston thing in my world, it's like the world is kind of going in the toilet because of Scottish Freemasons and all these band clubs, secret societies. So I don't really want to perpetuate the shit that freaking condones it and makes it, really cool and stuff. Like, if people want to do useful things and gather, like, how many houses could have been built if people would have gathered to build houses? But no, they gather to get wasted, watch fucking football or whatever, whatever sport, mindless, thoughtless, whatever, and then drink too much and ruin public property. It's just, that's not the world I want to live on. That's not the world. That's this world that I scroll right on past, right on by. Nope, not for me. Y'all have a good time playing your stupid reindeer games at the Coliseum. All the false idol worship. There's never been anybody famous that that I ever worshipped. There's people that I saw, there's shows that I saw, okay, that's a good show, and then I get older and I don't want to leave my house, so shows don't even matter anymore. Is what it comes down to. Yep. And then there's so many people that are unhinged on planet Earth now that even going to shows, there's dumb stuff happening at shows. So life is a trip. Barely, 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 barely. Life is but a dream. Come on. I got my favorite shorts on today. My FU shorts. My FU shorts. Boop. I ordered 2 other pairs. Just like them. In case something happens to me, I got backup. So things going on in the world. Let's go. Let's do a segment called Looking for the Good Things on Planet Earth. Let's see. It's subjective, right? Goodness is a subjective. I don't care about anybody having to do with Hollywood. No Hollywood. False idol worship. Where's the real world stuff? Is there real world stuff? Is there good stuff happening in the real world? What's the disaster app doing? Oh, since this morning, 596. I guess there's an earthquake in New Mexico. The whole world's shaking up. That's how the world works. It's always shifting and changing, and we evolve and adapt to go with it, or see you at the football game. Wildfires in Mexico. Thunderstorms. A lot of thunderstorms. People are stirred up. We make the weather wonky. Dense fog. Wildfires. Lots of wildfires everywhere. Let's look at that. I freaking thought I bought a steak today. It was lamb. I don't like lamb. I don't eat lamb. I took a bite of lamb today and about lurch. So this is the United States right now. So it's going to be a long night for some people. Yep. Mr. Risky's got to get some more rain. Risky. Mr. Risky? He'd go to my birthday parties and watch me get chips and stuff like that. He was like, he'd show up when my dad wouldn't, like, so I know that there's men exist that show up for people because I met them. You know, they just, what happened to them? Too many conferences at Sedona, which incidentally is on fire too. There's a fire. I don't have any desire to go to Sedona. There's like one road in, one road out. Like the infrastructure isn't set up for a lot of people. It's no different than Taos because people travel far and wide to meander. Meander! Some dude on the freaking, some guy, I guess every day somebody jumps off the Niagara Falls, and then today somebody did it while a guy was on live, doing a live TikTok. He was watching the guy, and the guy just went on his back, did a little wave, and off to the no place space. The place where nothing hurts. There is no pain. Anyway, life is a trip. I hope people are doing okay out there. I really do. If they don't find, I hope if people don't find positivity in their world that they can go out and be the positivity. Oh, this dude's stuck in Reading. This anywhere I check into social media a couple times a day. He's been stuck there all day long. And they don't like, he's not gonna, he's gonna have a hard time. He was on Hilltop. I used to work on Chevys. He's not gonna get it right out of there. He's gonna end up getting up. Ready's hard on people. It's like Taos. It's like, come here, spend your money, but get the fuck out. That's how it is. It's like, well, we only got enough aptitude, or like, they're spread so far. Anyway, it's a tricky place. And like I said though, every place I live, I love the land. It's just the world's a hard place to be in right now, especially when there's so much economic insecurity and people are playing, I don't know, the contract, the DC contract, and wrecking stuff for millions and trillions of dollars, and the jig is up. So everything's a changing. Just go with the flow. If you have a hard time with change, if you're not good with beautiful, I guess I don't know. The astrologers keep talking about the energy of all the fire and air, and I'm like, dude, this is how I've lived my whole life. You can learn how to temper yourself. You just have to want to learn how to temper yourself. And people don't. They just want to go where the sensation is. They want to go where the good feeling is. They want to, they don't want to get quiet. They don't want to meditate. They don't want to be disciplined. They just want to go do all the things that they want to do and never do nothing they don't. And that's where the good stuff is. So it's within, not withholding with others, but withholding of yourself. That's what I've come to find out to be true. It's not enough for now. Thanks for hanging